We got some pipeline news. A pipeline from hell. In May 2026, Mark Carney and Danielle Smith made a landmark agreement that dramatically cuts industrial carbon pricing and enables the construction of a new 1 million barrel per day pipeline.
And I'm happy to share with Albertans that we'll be signing an agreement today that clearly sets out a pathway to the construction of a new oil pipeline to Asian markets, commencing as early as September 1st, 2027.
Ramming it right through the Rocky Mountains to British Columbia.
Under the new carbon pricing agreement, the industrial carbon price will be substantially lower than the previous federal policy.
Carbon taxes were never enough to get Canada to meet its net zero goals, and now it's only being pushed in the opposite direction, making it cheaper for polluters to emit greenhouse gases.
Saving Alberta's industry partners approximately $250 billion in compliance costs.
That's what everybody wanted. Look at these two guys. Look at them. They're all happy, smiling.
And hello, today is a good day for Alberta, and it's a good day for Canada.
Danielle Smith is cheesing the dynamic duo, child bully and world banker elite. These guys are surely gonna have Canadians' best interests at heart. I've seen two things that make Danielle Smith this happy. Successfully lobbying for oil and gas companies. That's one. Number two is bullying vulnerable children in Alberta.
Top and bottom gender reassignment surgeries will not be permitted. Puberty blockers and hormone therapies will also not be permitted.
Attacking a small minority that she personally treats as subhuman. Danielle Smith is someone who gets off on burning the planet and attacking children. You have to understand, Danielle Smith's constituents aren't Albertans, they are the oil executives and the ruling class elite. She'll end up on some oil and gas board or advisory council for her dedicated service to burning the planet at the request of the wealthiest, most out-of-touch people in the country. I loathe the lie that somehow Albertans are like genetically predetermined to love oil and gas. A psyop by the oil and gas lobby to trick people into tying Alberta's future to the endless extraction of oil while the world shifts towards renewable energy. Mark Carney says this agreement builds trust. Trust. Who does it build trust with? Well, the international capital owning class.
We're building trust of investors, that Alberta and Canada are reliable and attractive destinations where opportunities are plentiful.
Selling the future of the country to global finance capital, not Canadians, because building trust with working class Canadians would require the Canadian government and Albertan government to spend resources and time addressing the real material issues that Canadians face. Fix healthcare, housing, address climate change, etc. Pipelines are the opposite of helping the working class.
The proposed West Coast oil pipeline would transport more than 1 million barrels of oil per day.
Hundreds of kilometers of a metal tube full of thick oil does not help the working class. The government subsidizing this does not help anyone.
Contracts for differences, skin in the game from the government of Alberta, skin in the game from the government of Canada.
And the government is planning on subsidizing another bullshit metal tube. Skin in the game, as it's called, apparently. I.e., handouts to oil and gas companies, wasting resources on obsolete, dying infrastructure, like a bitumen pipeline. The Canadian government has essentially evolved into a massive grift to help the wealthy ruling class elite. Yay! It's just wealth redistribution upwards towards the out-of-touch dickheads. Yay! Stealing.
Today's agreement is also about creating a better world for our kids and our grandkids.
We're building a better world for the kids and the next generation by lighting the planet on fire.
Because this is climate action alongside providing energy security and bright future for our kids.
Building a pipeline is climate action. Oh yeah, it's climate action. Climate action to accelerate climate change. A big part of the marketing of this deal is the carbon capture and storage project that would accompany it.
Both governments also remain committed to working together with the Oil Sands Alliance, formerly Pathways companies, to advance the completion of the world's largest carbon capture utilization and storage infrastructure project.
To be clear, the carbon capture the Pathways Project, whatever, is an oil sands marketing scheme. It's to pretend like they're doing something to actually address their ungodly emissions. Carbon capture technology, while it may have some promise, is not scalable, nor does it address the long-term problem of increasing oil production in a world moving towards renewable energy.
You have to build things like the Oil Sands Alliance Pathways Project, which is going to take 16 megatons of carbon out of the atmosphere.
And let's take Mark Carney's word that a Pathways project would take 14 megatons of emissions out of the environment. Wow, that sounds like a lot. Maybe, I don't know. Let's look. So you can see Alberta's emissions just going up and up. 14 megatons is a blip on the radar in the colossal wave of emissions by oil and gas companies. So this is just a marketing thing.
All of which puts together a package that creates opportunity, creates energy security, reduces emissions, and is affordable for Albertans and Canadians. Affordable today and affordable tomorrow.
Mark Carney pisses me off so much, okay? Pipelines reduce emissions. Up is down, green is blue. Trust me, this guy just spews bullshit about everything. Lie after lie, why not? I swear to God, Mark Carney's so Israel coded, oh, this will help affordability while we use austerity to pay for it. Oh, this is more sustainable as we build a pipeline for 1 million barrels of oil per day. This is climate action. Carbon capture is really gonna save the day, people. These are just lies.
I've been an environmentalist, my career, UN Special Envoy on climate action. Those last two words, climate action. This is climate action.
Well, I'm an environmentalist. I served as UN.
Is affordable for Albertans and Canadians. Affordable today and affordable tomorrow.
How could it possibly lower the cost of living to maybe build a pipeline 10 years from now? How? Tell me. Please tell me. Oh, what's that? Nothing? There's nothing? We're spending all this money, time, and resources on nothing?
Building a low-carbon pipeline to Asia, which makes the country more independent, more resilient, more sustainable.
Oh boy, the low carbon pipeline. It's hundreds of kilometers of a metal tube full of carbon. That's the point. Hundreds of thousands of barrels of carbon per day. That's what a pipeline is, you piece of shit.
And a low-carbon oil pipeline.
Carney just thinks you're an idiot. You're an idiot who will take him at his word that somehow a pipeline filled with bitumen will be a low-carbon pipeline and somehow more sustainable. Mark Carney likes to do more marketing by calling things decarbonized.
The interest is in decarbonized barrels, so working alongside forms of decarbonization for those barrels.
It's a barrel of carbon. You can't decarbonize carbon. It's carbon. I like to use the analogy of Mark Carney has a bowl of shit that he wants the country to eat, okay? And then he comes along, he sprinkles some magic fairy dust on it. Now it's de-pooped, okay? This is a de-pooped bowl of shit that you have to eat. Do you hear how crazy that is? That's what he's doing. De-pooped bowls of shit. Decarbonized oil barrels. Crazy. Under this bourgeois democracy that we live in, capital always wins. The corrupt political parties choose the winners and losers. And guess what? The winners are the oil and gas industry, the military-industrial complex, and the losers are the 99%, everybody else. Until the working class in Canada seizes power away from the corrupt capital class and politicians, the greedy desires of capital will be satiated while material conditions degrade for the working class. The contradictions are worsening and will only be resolved once you have someone in charge who's willing to address the fundamental issue of capitalism. The working class needs state control to actually advocate for the working class. We, the people, need state power. That's the only way to build a better future in Canada. But right now, Canada's completely controlled by the capital-owning class who are accelerating climate collapse. Yay! If you liked my content and want to hear more, please like and subscribe to my channel. Anyways, fuck these Israel-coded ass politicians who don't serve the needs of the people. Israel as well. Donald Trump. Free Palestine. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Until next time, peace and love. Take care. Bye-bye.